Welcome to Health Aura, your space for understanding and enhancing your well-being. You know that old saying, breakfast is the most important meal of the day?
Mm-hmm.
Well, for seniors, that statement couldn't be truer.
That's absolutely right. After, fasting all night, the body really needs fuel, but it has to be the right kind of fuel.
The right kind.
Yeah, we're talking about choices that genuinely support sustained energy, sharp focus, keeping muscle healthy, and balancing blood sugar all day long.
And that's exactly what we're digging into today. We're looking at some insights from the NutriHub Bliss Senior Health Tips channel on YouTube. They offer some really practical advice about that morning meal.
Specifically, yeah, we're honing in on which breakfast foods might actually be sort of working against a senior's health and which ones can be, powerful allies for staying strong and vital as we age. The goal here is really to help you, the listener, understand these crucial differences.
Because it's true, as we get older, our bodies react differently.
Yeah.
That breakfast that seemed fine years ago, it might now have some, well, surprisingly negative effects. That sugary cereal we loved, or maybe that quick pastry, maybe not so harmless anymore.
Exactly. Think of it like our bodies get a bit more finely tuned with age. Things like blood sugar control, how we absorb nutrients, even digestion. It can all become more sensitive.
Right.
So that white toast or, super sweet yogurt you barely thought about in your 40s, now it could be contributing to energy dips, messing with your focus, maybe even making it harder to keep muscle.
Okay, but it's not all doom and gloom, right?
Mm-hmm.
We're also here with some smart swaps.
Definitely.
We're going to unpack the 4 foods NutriHub Bliss suggests seniors might want to, well, never eat because of energy crashes, digestive issues, maybe even long-term muscle loss.
And then the flip side. We'll highlight 4 breakfast staples you really should try to get into your routine. These are the foods with the key nutrients, the steady energy release, the stability your body needs to function well and, support long-term health.
Okay, let's get into it. First up on the list from NutriHub Bliss, something seniors might want to rethink, especially if things like fatigue, weird weight changes, or even stiff joints are creeping in. Number 1, sugary breakfast cereals.
Yeah, it's interesting how these cereal, they're marketed as convenient, family-friendly even.
Totally.
But they can actually be pretty bad for maintaining muscle, controlling blood sugar, and getting that steady energy we need.
Right. NutriHub Bliss points straight at the huge amounts of refined sugars and artificial sweeteners in them. They give you that instant sweet taste, which is nice, but bam, blood glucose spikes.
And for seniors whose bodies might not handle blood sugar quite as well anymore, that declining insulin sensitivity thing, those huge sugar spikes can be really disruptive. It's like a wave hitting your system. You get a quick burst, sure, but then comes the crash.
Ugh, the crash.
Yeah, a big unpleasant crash. Plus, it can contribute to weight gain and maybe even speed up muscle loss over time.
That's the energy roller coaster nobody wants, especially first thing. Prick up, then boom, feeling drained, maybe cranky.
Exactly, and definitely not feeling like being active.
Yep.
And if you look bigger picture, these cereals, they're usually missing the stuff seniors really need. Fiber, healthy fats, enough protein.
Right.
Those things are key for feeling satisfied, keeping energy steady, and controlling appetite so you don't overeat later. Without them, you get cravings, and importantly, you might lack the building blocks to hold on to muscle.
NutriHub Bliss shared a story about a 76-year-old retired engineer, Harry Montgomery, from Grand Rapids, Michigan. Lifelong sugary cereal eater. Quick and easy start, he thought.
And what happened with Harry is telling. He started getting more joint stiffness, that persistent mid-morning fatigue.
Yeah.
It was limiting his daily walks, things he enjoyed.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it wasn't until he talked to his doctor that he started thinking, maybe these high-sugar breakfasts are causing these big blood sugar swings, and maybe that's contributing to the fatigue and even making his muscles weaker.
So what did you do?
He made a switch, focused on whole grains and proteins specifically, oatmeal with nuts and berries. And he said he felt better pretty quickly, more energy, even felt like some muscle strength came back.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
It really shows it's not just the immediate crash.
No, the long-term effects on muscle and metabolism are serious. Lots of sugar, especially without enough protein and healthy fats to balance it. It can actually speed up muscle breakdown. That's where sarcopenia comes in, that age-related muscle loss.
Which is so important for staying mobile and independent.
Crucial, yeah.
So if sugary cereals are a no, what are the better choices?
Well, the clear winner is whole grains, like oatmeal. It's fantastic, naturally high in fiber, decent protein. Both help slow down how quickly sugar gets into your blood. Stable energy.
Like Carrie found.
Exactly.
Uh,
And adding stuff like nuts, seeds, berries, that boosts flavor, texture, and you get essential healthy fats and antioxidants. Good for muscle repair, fighting cell damage, steady energy.
okay. Swapping sugary crunch for hearty grains. Makes sense. Let's move to number 2 on the NutriHealth Bliss avoid list. Fruit juices.
Mm.
This one might surprise people. Juice seems healthy, right?
It does. That's a really common idea. Easy vitamin C, good for hydration,
Hmm.
but many store-bought juices, even though 100% juice ones,
Yeah.
they can be packed with natural sugars. And for seniors, honestly, they're often not the best breakfast choice.
NutriHealth Bliss says even though you get that sweet hit, juice can spike blood sugar fast, leading to crashes, muscle fatigue, maybe weight gain.
That's the core issue. And think about juice versus the whole fruit. When you juice it, you lose almost all the fiber.
Ah, the fiber.
Yeah, fiber acts like a buffer. It slows down how fast your body absorbs the fruit's sugar. Without it, whoosh, straight into the bloodstream.
And for seniors maybe already struggling a bit with blood sugar control.
Right, that quick sugar dump creates that roller coaster again. Quick high, then a big energy drop.
Yeah.
And those constant swings, they can actually encourage fat storage and make it harder for the body to build or even just maintain muscle because it's too busy dealing with the sugar chaos. NutriHub Bliss mentioned Gloria Glow Thomas, a 70-year-old retired nurse from Toledo.
Gloria drank orange juice daily, thought it was healthy, but felt sluggish, weak muscles.
Mm-hmm. When she looked closer, she realized that daily juice habit was probably a big factor in her fatigue and even some joint pain.
So she cut back.
She did. Reduced the juice, started focusing on whole fruits, vegetable smoothies, and she said she felt a real difference. More energy, less muscle soreness.
It shows how even healthy labeled things need a closer look as we age. And NutriHealth Bliss also said juice isn't as filling as whole fruit.
That's the key point, yeah. Without the bulk from the fiber, you might feel hungry again pretty soon after drinking juice.
Leading to more snacking.
Potentially, yeah. Or overeating later. And for anyone dealing with insulin resistance or prediabetes, that kind of sugar load can make things worse. Weight gain, fatigue, maybe even faster muscle breakdown.
So, better drink options for breakfast.
According to NutriHub Bliss, it's pretty simple. Eat whole fruits, try vegetable-based smoothies, and definitely drink water.
Stay hydrated.
Absolutely. These give you fiber, antioxidants, vitamins without the sugar rush. And if plain water is boring, infuse it with lemon or cucumber slices.
Nice. Simple swaps. Okay, third on the never eat list. Low-fat yogurt. Now, hold on. Yogurt's supposed to be good. Calcium, probiotics, protein. What's wrong with low fat?
That's right. Yogurt has a great reputation. But as NutriHub Bliss points out, not all yogurts are the same. And those low-fat versions, often marketed as healthier, they might actually be less helpful, maybe even a bit harmful for older adults.
Seems backwards to avoid fat, doesn't it? What's the issue?
The main problem with a lot of low-fat yogurts is, well, they lack the healthy fats, and those fats are really important as we age.
How so?
They're crucial for muscle repair, for energy production, and for absorbing fat-soluble vitamins like vitamin D.
Ah, vitamin D. Critical for bones and muscles.
Exactly. So important for seniors. These healthy fats also help muscles work properly and aid recovery after activity.
So going low fat might mean missing out on stuff muscles really need.
Precisely. And here's the kicker. To make up for the flavor and texture loss when they take out the fat.
They add sugar.
Often. Yes. Lots of added sugar. So a product that looks healthy can actually be pretty high in sugar.
And we know where that leads for seniors?
Yep. Potential insulin spikes, more fatigue, and it can even hinder the body's ability to maintain muscle. Those sugar surges mess with muscle rebuilding processes. Big concern with age-related muscle loss. NutriHub Bliss mentioned Phil Washington, 75, retired teacher, Charlotte, North Carolina.
Phil ate low-fat yogurt for years, thought it was the best choice, but felt tired, gained some weight unexpectedly.
She talked to a nutritionist and found out her low-fat yogurt habit was likely contributing to blood sugar swings, and she wasn't getting enough protein and healthy fats. It was affecting her muscle recovery and energy.
So what was the fix?
She switched to full-fat Greek yogurt. Naturally higher protein, has those good fats. She said she noticed a real difference in muscle strength and stamina, especially on her walks.
So the advice is, go for the full-fat yogurt.
Pretty much, yeah. Full-fat Greek yogurt is highlighted as a much better choice for seniors. More protein, essential healthy fats, better for muscle support. Plus, you still get the probiotics for gut health and immunity.
Good reminder. Low fat isn't always healthier, especially for muscle and energy later in life. Okay, last one on the never eat list. Muffins. They seem pretty harmless, convenient.
They do seem that way, and that's why they can be tricky. Muffins often feel like a light, easy start. But NutriHub Bliss warns, especially the store-bought or packaged ones, they can be one of the worst breakfast choices for seniors.
Why? Is it just the sugar again?
That's a huge part of it. They might taste good, nice soft texture, but many are loaded with refined sugars, unhealthy fats, and mostly white flour.
Ah, white flour.
Yeah, that combo can weaken muscles, cause those rapid blood sugar spikes, lead to weight gain, and even muscle breakdown.
Refined flour keeps popping up in these avoid foods.
It does. It's processed, stripped of fiber and nutrients. Breaks down super fast, spikes blood sugar, then the energy slump. For seniors, that can mean muscle fatigue, weakness, even more inflammation, especially if they have insulin resistance or prediabetes.
And NutriHub Bliss linked the high sugar in muffins specifically to faster muscle breakdown.
Exactly. That increased insulin resistance from high sugar intake, it really feeds into sarcopenia, that age-related muscle loss. They shared the story of Vera V. Harding, 72, retired nurse, Minneapolis.
Vera had a muffin with her coffee most mornings. Enjoyed it.
Yeah, but over time she started feeling more sluggish, muscle cramps got worse, especially after walks. Talked to her doctor, learned the daily muffin was probably messing with her blood sugar and contributing to muscle soreness.
Did she change it?
She did. Switched to whole grain toast with avocado and a couple of hard-boiled eggs. Within weeks, she felt more energized, less stiff.
Wow. These dietary changes really can have a big impact. And NutriHub Bliss also noted muffins usually lack protein, right?
That's right. Not enough protein for muscle repair and growth. A breakfast high in sugar and refined carbs, but low in protein. It kind of sets you up for muscle breakdown and poor recovery.
So healthier alternatives instead of muffins.
Go for whole grain options. Whole wheat toast, oatmeal, whole grain waffles. They give you complex carbs, slower digestion, stable blood sugar.
And pair them with protein.
That's the key. Pair them with protein-rich foods like eggs, Greek yogurt, nut butter. That balance, healthy fats, fiber, protein, makes a huge positive difference for muscle health and overall energy.
Agreed. Seems like making smarter morning choices really sets seniors up for a better day, energy-wise, and for muscle health.
Okay.
Let's flip it. What are the 4 breakfast foods NutriHub Bliss says seniors absolutely must eat? Let's start with number 1, whole grains.
Yes, a fantastic foundation for a healthy senior breakfast. As we age, we need more than just quick calories. We need lasting energy, good fiber for digestion, and nutrients for muscle strength and vitality. Whole grains deliver that.
NutriHub Bliss mentioned oats, quinoa, whole wheat, brown rice, packed with fiber, B vitamins, minerals like magnesium and iron, all key for muscle, stable blood sugar, steady energy.
Absolutely. And the big difference from refined grains, which lose a lot in processing, is that whole grains keep their nutrient-rich germ and bran.
So they digest slower.
Exactly. Complex carbs, slow digestion, you get that steady release of glucose, no crazy energy spikes and crashes like with sugary stuff.
And the fiber has other perks too, doesn't it?
Oh, definitely. Fiber is crucial for healthy digestion, good heart health, helps with weight management because it keeps you feeling full. And it really helps prevent constipation, which can be an issue for some seniors. NutriHub Bliss told a story about Claire Martin, 78, retired teacher from Salt Lake City.
Claire used to eat white toast with eggs, but switched to steel-cut oats with almond butter and fruit after learning about whole grains.
And pretty quickly, she noticed a positive change. More energy all day, better digestion, no more afternoon slump. She also said the meals kept her satisfied longer, great for weight management and supporting muscle and energy.
So easy ways for seniors to get more whole grains at breakfast.
Lots of simple ways. Overnight oats are great, quick, nutritious. Whole grain pancakes sometimes. Just switching from white to whole wheat toast makes a difference. And like Clara did, combine them with healthy fats like avocado or nuts, and protein like eggs or Greek yogurt makes it really well-rounded and muscle-friendly.
Great, whole grains. Energy-sustaining, fiber-rich base. Okay, number 2, must eat avocados. Creamy, yummy, and good for you.
They really are. For muscle strength and steady energy, getting healthy fats is essential for seniors. And avocados, they're one of the most nutrient-packed sources. Full of monounsaturated fats, fiber, vitamin C and E, potassium, a real powerhouse for muscle health.
NutriHub Bliss pointed out that unlike processed foods with trans fats or tons of saturated fat, which can cause inflammation,
Right, bad for muscles.
the healthy fats in avocados actually help reduce inflammation, support muscle repair, and even help absorb other nutrients better.
That's spot on. And the potassium in avocados is a big deal too. It helps balance electrolytes, which can reduce muscle cramps, important for seniors who might get dehydrated or have imbalances.
And the energy from avocados is different too, right? More stable, last longer.
Exactly. That's a huge benefit. Avocados provide sustained energy without the blood sugar roller coaster you get from sugary foods, ideal for steady energy all morning. Plus, the combo of healthy fats and fiber helps you feel full, preventing extra snacking and supporting a healthy weight.
NutraBliss mentioned Marty Stevens, 74, retired librarian from Madison. Active, but energy was dipping after breakfast.
She started adding avocado on toast in smoothies, and Marty reported feeling more energetic overall and less muscle soreness after her walks. Felt like she recovered faster, too.
So easy ways to add avocado to breakfast.
Super versatile. Spread half on whole grain toast. Blend it in a smoothie makes it creamy, adds nutrients. Or dice it up with scrambled eggs for extra healthy fat and protein.
Sounds delicious and beneficial. Okay, number 3, must eat. Eggs. Classic breakfast food, and for good reason.
Absolutely. For supporting muscle recovery, strength, overall vitality, eggs are hard to beat. Scrambled, poached, hard-boiled, however you like them, they're an amazing source of high-quality protein, essential for older adults trying to keep muscle mass and recover after activity.
NutraBliss highlighted the essential amino acids in eggs, the building blocks for muscle tissue. And they're a great source of vitamin D too, right? For muscle function and bone health.
Critical areas that can decline with age, yeah. So regularly eating eggs gives seniors the protein needed to repair muscle fibers, maintain strength, and importantly, help prevent or slow down sarcopenia, that age-related muscle loss. Plus, eggs have healthy fats too good for joints, brain function, energy levels.
And like avocados, steady energy, no spikes and crashes.
Exactly. Eggs help keep blood sugar stable, provide sustained energy all day. NutraHub Bliss shared Walt Patterson's story, 79, retired architect, Portland.
Walt was active, but noticed muscle strength decreasing. Started adding eggs to breakfast after talking to a nutritionist.
Yep, usually with whole grain toast. And within weeks, Walt felt a difference. Better muscle strength, more energy for walks, even less joint discomfort. He really felt the high-quality protein made him stronger, let him keep doing what he loved.
So, practical ways to have eggs in the morning.
Pairing them with whole grains toast, oatmeal makes a balanced meal, and you can boost it even more by adding leafy greens or avocado to your eggs. Extra vitamins, minerals, healthy fats, a powerful start.
Sounds like a great combo.
Yeah.
Okay, 4th and final must-eat from NutraHub Bliss. Berries. Small fruit, big benefits.
They truly are. For natural energy and supporting recovery, berries are amazing. Blueberries, strawberries, raspberries, blackberries, all fantastic for a senior's breakfast. High in antioxidants, vitamin C, fiber.
NutraHub Bliss noted they're naturally sweet, but also have major anti-inflammatory benefits. Really important for muscle and joint health as we age.
Absolutely. One huge benefit is their antioxidants, especially things like anthocyanins. These fight oxidative stress in the body.
Why is that important for seniors?
Because oxidative stress can lead to muscle fatigue, muscle breakdown, slower recovery after exercise. So eating berries regularly helps fight inflammation and protect muscle fibers.
And the vitamin C in berries helps too.
Definitely. Vitamin C is vital for making collagen key for healthy joints, ligaments, tendons. NutraHub Bliss told us about Margaret Maggie Ferguson, 78, retired teacher, Tucson.
Maggie felt stiff, sore after gardening. Muscles took longer to recover. Started adding blueberries to her oatmeal.
A cup a day, and within a couple of weeks, Maggie felt way less sore, more energized. Said the blueberries really seemed to help her feel more limber, recover faster.
And berries have fiber too, right?
That's right. Fiber helps digestion, helps maintain a healthy weight, important for muscle function. Plus, fiber stabilizes blood sugar, preventing those energy crashes. Steady energy release, great for stamina and strength.
So easy ways to get more berries in the morning.
So many options. Add fresh or frozen ones to Greek yogurt. Blend them in smoothies, sprinkle on whole grain cereal or oatmeal, or just eat a handful. They taste great, packed with nutrients, perfect way to start the day with what your muscles need.
Okay, so wrapping up, NutraHub Bliss gave us a really useful roadmap for rethinking breakfast as we age. We looked at 4 foods to maybe avoid sugary cereals, fruit juices, low-fat yogurts, muffins.
Mostly because of high sugar, lack of nutrients for muscles, and those energy crashes.
And then the 4 we should eat: whole grains, avocados, eggs, and berries.
Yeah, packed with protein, healthy fats, fiber, antioxidants, all crucial for nourishing muscles, boosting energy, supporting recovery as we get older.
It really hammers home how important those morning choices are for muscle strength, energy, just overall well-being. So, for everyone listening, maybe pause and think about your usual breakfast. Are any of those never eats regulars?
And maybe think about how easy it could be to bring in more of the must-eats. Even small swaps can make a big difference in how you feel all day and have lasting benefits for your muscles and energy long term.
And here's a final thought to chew on. The right fuel in the morning. It's not just about the next few hours. It really sets the stage for a stronger, healthier future. Think about the long-term impact your breakfast has on your strength, your mobility, your vitality. It's more than just a meal.
It's definitely an investment in your future well-being.